How we doing, fam? It's been a while since I've had this mind of mine back. I don't know if I what I should do or how I should talk. 'Cause I seem to pee off the program and it hammers me even harder. I'm in a lot of serious pain. Don't want sympathy. I'm just saying. I'd like to apologise for my spurts of anger and insults. I tend to say a lot of things that I don't mean when I'm angry, and I should start thinking before I'm speaking, but it's something I can't get a hold of. This program's draining me mentally, physically, and spiritually. Watching my dog go through what she's going through because of me, and I don't know whether I should let go of her or keep her because I love her and she loves me. I don't know if it's something that I'm holding on to because of attachment, but she's my best friend. I've been isolated now for 4 years. I get cut off from everyone around me, and I just have negative associations. A lot of this, a lot of my rage, a lot of my deficits is also due to myself and my lack of maturity. My mum has done her best to fill this up with as much understanding as possible that should have carried me through this without making the mistakes that I've made. But again, I'd like to apologise if I have offended my fellow humans out there, TIs, or anyone in general. Here I am pointing fingers at all groups, ethnicities, etc., etc. However, I do understand and see the bigger picture at play now, but I'm not going to expand on that. I hope people can read between the lines. However, I do feel a strong connection with Indigenous culture. I myself am not Indigenous. I don't know. I don't think I am. But yeah. Just so people know, I'm not a terrorist. I swear on my dog, I'm not a terrorist. I don't support any form of radicalization whatsoever. I truly believe in peace, and I think I've got to believe in peace that much that I need to start practicing more of this peace. I have a lot of high expectations of others, but yet I seem to be hypocritical. I raise and drop in vibration and it's just confusing me. The program's confusing me greatly. Lack of human contact, lack of human emotion and love can really distort you. Anger can be good, but it must be directed. But I'm not going to do anything stupid, not going to harm myself, regardless of this pain and all else. But yeah, it's a slow but steady decline, health-wise, psychologically, and all this is just limiting my connection to the self, or limiting my understanding. You know, I do understand the Tao Te Ching, and it does say in that one who understands the Tao in the morning will forget at night. And I'm starting to realize all this knowledge of the self and the universe and all that, it's beautiful. But are we really supposed to know this in this existence? We are the great self, so why does the great self need to remember who they are? The great self comes here in many different expressions. Everything around us, the universe, everything is the great self. Yet, we try and wake up and remember. The great self is trying to wake up and remember itself. It's dropped down in this vibration to exist the material, to experience it, the material, I should say, and see this world around us and just bask around in it and lay around and just feel it. I don't think we're supposed to try and remember, but again, every path is the right path. Nothing is wrong. Just remember never to harm another living being. That's the only great universal law. Never harm yourself or any living being. And this program does test that. You know, I'm trapped and pinned down. I can't move. I can't leave. Being put on a high target list, especially looking the way I look, so dark, so Middle Eastern, it's probably given them more power to work with. You know, I've been put on a terrorist watch list. Which is very upsetting. Even though I do rage it sometimes, it's my high level of emotion and my short fuse, and I should know better. But anyways, fam, much love. And to the TIs out there, just I know I should follow my own advices, but focus more on yourself internally as opposed to externally. We can't change what's to come. We can't fight what's to come. We've got to change that mentality of fighting. And I believe this is why the story of Jesus is around. And you know, a lot of people say it's just a parable and the actual Jesus figure didn't exist. I truly believe Jesus did exist, and we must take inspiration from him. And it's very, very difficult to allow someone to nail you to a cross, figuratively, and to forgive them. I think that is the greatest lesson of all to learn here, is forgiveness. And following up to that, you know, what leads up to forgiveness is unconditional love. So we must learn this unconditional love in order to forgive and overcome all these other hurdles that are bothering us, or bothering myself, I should say. So when I talk, I project what's bothering me externally. Doesn't necessarily mean everyone's got to learn the same lessons. It's just something that I have to learn. It's been very, very difficult for me. You know, I'm pale, haven't seen the sun, haven't felt the wind. The furthest I travel is 20 minutes up the road, and I walk back home with my dog because I'm too afraid to leave my dog alone. You know, in New South Wales, you can't really take your dog with you on the train or on the bus. I wish I could. I would have gone to the beach. It's the one place I'm dying to go, is to the beach or to the outback. Just dying to just lay there in nature. I'm just craving it so bad. I always have. You know, I got a Hilux, a four-wheel drive, 4 years ago, and I was planning on going to the Northern Territory. You know, the program took that away from me. It took my family away and took everything. And I don't care about everything else that it's taken, but you know, the family part and my lifelong dream to just go up to the Northern Territory and experience that wild freedom, I was stripped away, and now I'm stuck in this concrete farm, wallowing in my self-pity, just spiraling downwards. It's a very difficult prospect to grasp and digest. I will try and maintain the love. I'm not sure how long I can, though. It sucks the life out of you, this program. The amount of people, you know, you're so nice to them and they're so rude and cold and nasty and mock and sarcastic. It's draining. It's training the life out of me. Knowing that this fraud, this corruption and all that is being perpetuated on myself and many others. It's very hard not to get up and fight physically and revert back to that primitive nature of mine. I don't know about others. I guess it's a lesson I must learn. And the dreams, they're horrible. I wake up and my head's shaking, my brain's shaking. It's horrible. Stop experimenting on me. Just stop, please. They follow you into your dream, to your dreams, and it's just hard to charge up. It's the only place you can charge up. Just stop, please. I don't know how much longer I can maintain my peace. And I'm not a terrorist. I'm not a fucking terrorist, alright, people? Don't ever let them perpetuate that stereotype about Middle Easterners or people that look Arabic. I'm not a terrorist. I don't like any forms of terrorism at all. Much love, fam.